Hey YouTube, Polish Cha-Cha here, coming at you with a bottom rig and a storage technique that's going to help you on the water be more efficient with your time and have less aggravation, hopefully, so that you can get on the fish, get the fish in the boat, and get on to the next stop whenever needed. Get home, cook the fish up. For those of you who've been following me, or those that know me, thank you very much for the words of encouragement. I have ordered a new computer, so the actual videos, not just the cell phone videos, will be coming out before too long. Wanted to keep you up to date on that, so thank you very much for the kind comments and the well wishes. So what we're going to need for this here today is we're going to need a little jeweler's bag. And you can get these on Amazon pretty cheap. I reuse them a lot, so I think I ordered my first batch maybe 5 years ago, and I'm still on the first batch. They come in like orders of 500 or something like that, and I reuse them as much as possible because I don't want any trash in the ocean. The next thing you're going to need is going to be a swivel, barrel swivel of your own liking. You can get as fancy with these as you like. There we go, maybe something like that. There it is. So you can do, but you do want a swivel that will, I'd say at least 40 pounds. At least a 40-pound swivel you can do. I really like, when I'm going really stealthy, to go with like a VMC swivel. It's light. It's 80-pound swivel. Guys, the quality that you get from VMC is just awesome. For this application, though, we're not really looking at, I mean, look at that. That's an 80-pound swivel right there. If you're going for kings, you're going for something that needs a good presentation, maybe throwing some chunk baits to tuna and such, absolutely. You're going to want the low profile and the best quality. We're going bottom fishing. We're doing meat fish, right? We're doing the kids, the family, the clients, that just want to go out and have fun. They're going to wreck tackle. You're going to lose tackle. It's going to happen. Not a big deal. It's part of the game, right? Well, here we go. We need our barrel swivel, our bag. I usually start with number two. These are Mustad number 2, just simple hooks, J hooks. And that's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to use 50-pound. And guys, I know you're going to say, hey, why is he using the orange? I'm using orange. I've been using orange. Honestly, no difference in the snapper, in the vermilion, in the porgy, in any of the fish that you're going to be hitting on the bottom, on the reefs, the triggers. All of them still hit the orange string. I got a huge spool of it because I use it on my offshores just for high vis, and I want 50-pound, 40-pound. I'm fishing around structure. I know it's going to get rubbed. This Berkeley holds up fairly well. Not the best when it comes to toothy critters, so if you got some of the round, change your game plan. But I'm going to take it to the back of my arm here. Some guys like to make jigs. Some guys make, and I've even done it, make marks on my workbench here, just so that I have consistent rigs based on the height of my gunnel, because I don't want the weights coming up smashing. You guys know what I'm talking about. Gel coat killers. So I've got my piece of mono here, and the first thing I'm going to do is make my loop for the weight. So I'm just going to fold it back, and probably a loop about, I don't know if you can see the size, about the size of my hand here. I'm going to pinch it, and I'm going to make an overhand knot. Real simple. Wrap it around your finger, pull it off, and stick that tag right through there just like an overhand knot. Pull it tight. And I'm going to give you the whiteboard here to make sure you can see what my hands are doing here. And I'm just going to pull that, give it a good little tug there, and that's going to be my weights loop. Okay, not a big deal. Cut a little bit of the tag off there just to make it a little more pretty, and that's it. From there, I'm going to take it and I'm going to go to my elbow, and that's going to be the starting point for my next loop. I'm going to make it about 2.5, 3 inches, okay? And what you do is you make your loop. It's similar to a blood knot for those of you who know a blood knot, and you're just going to loop it around itself. 4, 5. I'm going to do it about 5 times. All right, and then, so you got a little smiley face there. you got a cyclops. Take that smiley face and put it right through his eye. All right. Now, it's really important that you keep everything tight here at this point. So this is what you should be looking at, right? And I'm going to put this in my mouth, and I'll do it one time so you see. Unfortunately, you got to look at my mouth, though. I'm going to grab that piece through the bottom and wiggle it back and forth and pull on the edges here. And there you go. There's your first dropper loop, okay? It came in a little tight. That's okay. I don't mind. It can be long. It can be big. It's a little shorter than I like to do. I'll make it a little longer this time. So again, I'm going to go to the back of my elbow here. That's going to be the start of my loop. Check it out. See if that's about the distance I'm going to want between my loops. That's fine. I'm going to slide it down just a little bit more. Make myself a good loop. But I'm okay with that distance. 12 inches is fine with me when I'm fishing for vermilion. That's mainly what this orange is going to be used for, is vermilion snapping. It's vermilion snapper fishing. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make my loop when it's happy, when it's where I want it to be. And I'm just going to start wrapping it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course, you can do this with clear. You can do this with whatever you want to afford. I'll save you the trouble of watching my teeth here. Pull it tight. That's a little better. Maybe push it in, pull it in a little bit. And that's going to work to be our next loop. And the last thing to do here is we're going to put on our swivel. All right, and I'm just going to do a uni knot here. I like the uni knot. It's obviously very, very versatile and easy. And like I said, don't overthink this. Don't overcomplicate this. And just make your decision based on how much, of a return you're gonna have on it. But there's our uni knot. Trim off the tim there. Okay, so we've got our swivel, and we've got our first loop, and we've got our second loop, and we've got our weight. Now, how do we do this? Okay, so when you get out to the fishing grounds, you're going to have all of this packed up in a nice, neat baggie, like we were talking about before. A nice, neat baggie. You're gonna have your hooks. You're gonna have your rig in the bag, ready to go. And you can get, when you're getting close to the fishing grounds, you pull out 4 of these, 5 of these, however many you're gonna use, and you say, when we get to the fishing spot, you can walk everybody on the boat through the steps, super, super easy, because you're gonna have your rods rigged with a snap swivel like this, right, on the rod. There's no hooks flying, no weights flying. It's simply just hooked to the rod. You'll tell everybody to pull the line off of the rod, take your swivel through the end of the barrel swivel, and snap it just like that. Once everybody's got that, you're still safe. There's no hooks. It's just what you got here. Now, I used to put the hooks on first, but comes to pass that it's easier and better for them because it holds the line tight, that we go ahead and put the weight on first. Now, it's actually also a good idea because it's a practice for the hooks, because you're going to put it through the line, put it through the eye, swing it back around, and tighten down like that, cinch it up, show them it's just that simple. And then they're going to put this into a cup holder or a bucket, whichever you choose, so that now they literally have a line floating in the air with 2 loops that now is completely independent of them being held taut. Tell them take the hook from the back side, okay? Pinch the loop and put it through the eye, through the back side. Now, this 50-pound going through these small hooks can be a try for the older clients, so be sure that you're helping them out where needed, paying attention. Generally, somebody in the family jumps up and no problem. But here is your easy peasy setup, ready to go for your chicken rig. You got your high-low right there, all ready to go. End of the day, they still got these on. Your mate, yourself, or the people that are still not on the gunnel, tell them to pull out that little baggie. If they can't find it, give them another one. Pull out that baggie, take off the hooks, clean off the hooks, take off the hooks, put them in the bag. You may want to do this yourself just for the simple fact that they don't always want to mess with the squid or taking the meat off. You may or may not reuse the hooks. It's entirely up to you. If you rinse them with fresh water, it is very likely they will last a good long while. Clean them up. Otherwise, if you got it like that, go ahead and throw your hooks away when you get back to the dock, but take everything in, leave no trace behind. And then you're going to go ahead and wrap this up, put it in the baggie, and you have successfully cleaned up everything from your fishing trip, and it's ready to go to re-examine, see if there's any chafing. If the rig is still good, if you want to use it on the next trip. If not, reclaim your swivel, and that's the only thing you've got really invested in this besides the line. It did its job, and that rig's ready to go for the next outing. So I hope that helps you. I hope that gives you an idea. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. We will be making some better videos coming up soon. Don't forget to give a like and a subscribe. And if you have any time to, if you want to look at some more awesome fishing people, check out Heiko, and he's at Southern Florida Fishing Channel. Check out Dan, the man I call him. He's from Florida Fishing Couple. Check out, if you like Hawaii, if you're interested in Hawaii, check out Nick Morris with Morris Lures over in Hawaii. There's such a great community of fishing people on the YouTube platform. If you enjoy any part of this or want to learn more, by all means, check them out. Thanks. Have a great day.